Hey guys, as promised, we're back with part 2 of my talk, while lounging. I have the day off, so it's kind of nice, just relaxing for a change. I don't get to do this very often. I'm always running around, whether it's to the gym or to work or keeping appointments and stuff like that. I actually gotta start making my annual doctor checkup and stuff like that, which I should have done back in March, but I haven't had a chance to do so. I'm just behind on so many things. I just finished a huge presentation for work, which took up a lot of time, and I'm considering going back to school to start doing some college courses just to work on my degree some more. You guys know I have an art education degree, and it was just bad timing when I went to school for it. It just then the market crashed and they weren't hiring teachers, so I just kind of gave up on my field. And now I'm a little older, I'm a little wiser now, and I've chosen to take a different path. I'm going between a few different ideas as far as what I want to do. The one idea I'd originally had, I'm starting to see a trend where that job is going to become obsolete. So I don't put myself in that predicament again. So I'm still thinking things out with that. My skin has been so dry. Oh my goodness, guys. You have no idea. My legs have been super dry. I do need to go and get that pedicure, though. Already at work, everybody's sick. And I'm trying so hard to avoid that. I need to stock up on vitamins. I'm missing quite a few. I'm out of echinacea, and I have zinc still. I've always thought about doing a series, and I don't know how you guys would be interested in this, of, I call it natural beauty tips, natural things that you can use to better, not just your health, but for beauty, and just certain spices or herbs and stuff like that that are just good for your overall well-being, that you can use for many different things, whether it's in the bath or in your food, for a mask. I've thought about doing this for quite some time, but I've never actually done it. Another video that I've wanted to do for quite some time, and it's been years ago, it was actually requested because I mentioned this before, and it's probably, I filmed it a few times and I've always deleted the film. You guys know I was in an extremely toxic relationship prior to meeting Joe, and it was very, very bad. It's still very difficult to talk about after all these years. And I remember mentioning it at some point, and somebody was like, well, it would be interesting for you to talk about what happened and maybe warn other girls. And I want to, I really do. But it's very difficult when you've been through something like that. It's very, very difficult. When I meet girls, or even I've met guys who have been in toxic relationships, doesn't just necessarily mean that, it doesn't matter what gender or how you identify yourself, you can still end up in a very bad, very toxic, very dangerous relationship. And I can normally smell them out pretty good just because of my own experience. And I have tried to help people. I've helped a couple. I have helped some people. It's just, it's very difficult because when you're in that situation, you kind of have blinders on sometimes. It took me a lot to wake up and realize this is bad. You need to get out. Honestly, I don't know if I'd be here talking to you guys had I stayed. Truth be told. I'm not sure. I really don't. And I'm very grateful. I'm looking back, the what ifs, what I could have done now, if I could redo it over again. It's easy to look back in hindsight, but it wasn't easy for me to tell you the truth, just because of my mindset and stuff like that. Like I said, I really want to make a video on this, but every time I try, it's very, very hard. I can't promise you that I will one day. I want to get my message out there. I want to try to help anybody to see the warning signs, or at least the signs that I had, because for every relationship it is different. I really need to sit down and, like, one day I want to. It's still very hard. And I don't think it's always going to be hard, I think. It's just, I need to get myself, like, in that mindset, and, like, it's difficult. I really can't explain it more than that. But that's another video that I've been wanting to do for quite some time as well. It's hard. And for those of you who have experienced something similar, who are kind of understanding where I'm coming from, you guys know it's not easy. And for those of you who are in the current situation, you're not alone. You're not. Like I said, one day I will try to film it. It's just very, very hard. It's not an easy subject matter to talk about. I've never, ever told anybody the entire story. Joey doesn't know everything that happened to me. Nobody really does, except for me and the person that it involved. So, it's hard. It is very hard. But, on that note, let's, like, make it a little bit happier now. So, yeah, those are some ideas I want to do. I am going to be doing a Project Pan in the very near future. I've just been, like, really busy, guys, but also, like, mentally, as good as this year has been, there's also been a lot of unnecessary drama in my life that I didn't need. Like I said, I'm still dealing with this person that I've told you guys about, that's a family member, and at this point, I haven't had to deal with them face to face. With the holidays coming, I'm sure that's going to change, and that really bothers me. I have written this person off, but I know that at some point or another, I'm going to have to face them. And that's probably the hardest part about all this, you know? Because when somebody is cruel or mean to you that's not related to you, it's kind of easy to kind of, like, push them away. Even in a work environment, if you have to work with somebody that you don't like, it's easy for the most part. I mean, you may not like them, but stay professional. Just stay, you know, keep it, work, be professional. You don't need to like people. You're not going to like everybody you work with, you know. But those situations are still easier than dealing with somebody that you're related to, whether it's by blood, by marriage, or, you know, however it is. When you are related, it's not easy. I met so many people that have gone through something similar, and when it comes down to, like, what do? It's very hard, because, you know, you put some distance there, but you're still going to have to, at some point or another, deal with this individual. So I've put a lot of space. I know at some point I'm going to have to see them again. I know that. I don't know how I will react, which I don't like, to be honest with you. The problem with this situation is I can hold myself professionally, I don't know, with dignity. Like, I can be, the word's escaping me at this point. Civil. I can be very civil. You know, I may not like you, but I can be nice. I can be civil. We don't need to be buddy-buddies. But, you know, have class, have dignity, be nice. Even if you don't like them, just how you treat others is a reflection of you, not the other, you know. Treat people the way you want to be treated. However, this person that I'm dealing with does not have that same mentality. They don't know how to be civil. They don't know how to be dignified, and they have no class. And just ignorance, like to lie, and arrogance. Just a lot of very, very bad qualities. And it's difficult when you're dealing with something like that, or someone like that. And in the back of my mind, it's like, you can't change it. You just gotta, I don't like saying the word deal with it, because you shouldn't have to put up with that. So, like I said, it's going to be interesting the next time I have to see this person. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm going to stay positive, and I'm not going to let any negativity get to me. I'm just going to surround myself with positive people and love and support. Like you guys, I love you all so very much. And that's what keeps me going, truly, is just focus on the positive and not the negatives. Because if you only focus on the negative and surround yourself with that, you're not going to be in a good place. So that's why I'm trying very hard not to. And I know, like I said, I know the battle's coming. I know that at some point I'll have to deal with it. But I'm going to keep in that positive mindset. Going to keep thinking positive. Going to stay on that positive road. I'm not going to let them bring me down to a level that's not, that I don't belong on. And we are, oh my goodness, we're at that point again. Wow. No, I'm sorry guys for but you don't mind this long-windedness. I think you guys enjoy me talking, and I know that you really wanted me to do this kind of filming again, so which I've been wanting to do, just haven't had the chance to. But before this thing breaks up, I will do a part 3 and then maybe a part 4. We'll figure it out. I'll see you in the next video, guys.